Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a little score I got a week or so ago. Nothing crazy. I think I paid $5 for all of this. What's missing is 2 crescent wrenches. And I'll try to get them on the channel here at some point. I don't have them with me here at the house. But there's nothing crazy like this here. It says Taiwan. It's a companion. That's what doesn't make any sense. It says Western Forge here, and then Taiwan there. So I'm not a collector of companion. I saw this, I knew what it was. I don't have one myself until then, but this was Sears, what's the word I'm looking for? Cheaper line, the budget line of tools compared to Craftsman. So at one point in time, not real sure the dates for all that. I'm gonna assume this is probably 80s, maybe early 90s or so. Could be way off. I don't think it's much older than that though. But yeah, I'm curious to know if anybody knows why it's stamped Western Forge, which is obviously USA made, but then on the handle here it has Taiwan. Just kind of curious if anybody knows that. Picked up this little one here. It's chipped on the tip there. Nothing major. But it is a Proto Professional made in USA. Now, obviously, Proto's been around quite a while. Owned by Stanley Black & Decker now. I'm sure this is probably right before, if not right after they got it. So probably 80s, maybe. I collect Proto stuff to a point. I'm not very well versed in there was so many acquisitions pretty close together to where I'm not real sure about how to date them perfectly. But yeah, I thought, the heck with it. I mean, it's in semi-decent shape. I have a Proto dealer not far from here at the house, so I can trade it in if I need to. I just really like the handle design. I got some big Proto screwdrivers at the shop that I use quite regularly, and it's similar but not quite the same. Obviously the ones I have are newer than this one, but it still has the yellow handle to it. All the ones I've seen had yellow handles similar to this, but not quite the same. Like, this is more branded, quote unquote, I guess you could say, into the plastic. The ones I got just look like they're etched into it. Nothing major. But yeah, good screwdriver nonetheless. And then here is a Craftsman, USA, obviously. I couldn't see if it was I think it was a Pratt Reed or Western Forge. I can't really tell, but it is in really, really good shape. And since this one is red instead of the normal blue ones like some of the newer ones and the China ones and so forth. It's definitely older. Definitely older. I couldn't tell you exactly the date of it, but it's definitely probably the 70s. I would say it looks like a Pratt Reed, judging from the way that the tip is. Very, very good screwdriver. I mean, all of the USA Craftsman ones, in my opinion, are great. This is the Evolve. It was Craftsman's attempt at the end to go really cheap. They still had their USA stuff at that time at Sears. Sears was definitely on the decline, and it was happening very rapidly. So they released a budget DIY, the normal yard work guy, little tool sets. Called it the Evolve series. Real cheap made. China, if I remember correctly. I was young then. I vaguely remember these being on shelves. But I think 5/8 might have been the biggest size they made. Just kind of odd. I'm surprised it didn't go up to a 3/4. But I actually do like the way this wrench feels. I wouldn't mind having a set of them. I mean, you can buy them pretty cheap on on eBay. Still in the box. I mean, like I said, they're foreign made. But I mean, it kind of grown on me. I never had any of the Evolve tools. I could ask my dad if he ever bought any. And if he did, he did. If he didn't, he would probably still say he did because he don't remember. But pretty good made wrench. I mean, it looks like anything you can get at the Harbor Freight or Lowe's. It doesn't have that lobster claw jaw that a lot of these Chinese wrenches, especially the Craftsman branded raised panel wrenches, had when they went to China. So I guess that's why I like it. It's more of a standard design instead of that giant lobster claw thing that they had going on, which I think they've gotten fixed in recent years, but still, it was an eyesore. And then here's the piece de resistance, I guess you could say. There's the patent number and the product number, date code stamp for a first generation Cobalt USA ratchet. This is the Williams branded. First ones they came out with. Looks very reminiscent of Blue Point, which is Taiwan, Snap-on Taiwan, and then the Williams Taiwan ratchets made now. See, here's the handle. Very similar, if not the same. Mechanism from the back, excluding the selector switch, looks like a Danaher Craftsman letter Apex quick release, but flip it over, there's the quick release mechanism. Works pretty good. The only thing I don't like about it is a very thin plate, and that screw goes all the way through the paw into the selector switch. And I don't like that design at all. Even the Taiwan Williams that the shop supplies, they have through screws here that go straight through to the back that hold the plate on. Not a fan of this design, and I took it apart the other day. Had a real tough time getting that the screw tight. As you can see, let me get it's still not all the way tight, but I don't want to strip the screw out, and I don't want to strip the threads out. The plate is super thin, but it does have an O-ring. Mechanism is a standard batwing pawl mechanism. Nothing extraordinary about that. Been meaning to take this to the shop and seeing if I can swap the anvils out between the Taiwan Williams and this rebranded USA Williams, just for curiosity's sake. Not gonna leave it that way, but it's a very solid ratchet. When I had it apart, I just wanted to see what the mechanism was like, because I knew the screw was odd. But not really much abuse on it. The selector switch could be in a little bit better shape. It's got some play in it, but it engages really well. The gear looked really, really good. I'll try to get it apart again and make a video on it, but really hesitant on that screw there. Don't know where I could go to get one to replace it if it does mess up, and like if that strips out, I don't know where I would go to get another one unless I buy a whole nother ratchet, and then what's the point? You know. So very good ratchet. Now I have all three versions of the USA Cobalts, the two different Danaher versions, and then the original Williams. So I was really looking forward to that. I've been eyeing one of these for a while just to kind of get the trifecta completed, and so yeah, that's not a major haul, but it is pretty. I think for less than $5, I mean, I think I did all right. But yeah, you guys, if you made it to the end of the video, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Check out my friend at Carolina Abbey Tools. He has plenty of deals on old stock Craftsman. It's brand new. Some of it's still in the box. And if you have any questions, he is very up to date on his lore behind not even just Craftsman, but just about all the brands. I know he has really helped me out when, you know, and called me out when I have been wrong, or maybe not wrong, but a little further away from the truth than I would like to be. But yeah, you guys check him out on his website, on his Facebook. Terrific guy, great deals, great prices, ships right to you. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's 100% legit, and he won't ever try to take advantage of anybody, in my opinion. So check him out. Check out the video. Check out the rest of the videos that's been posted. I'm trying to get back into a routine of posting every week, but I don't know if I can.